Alright, hello and welcome to episode 8 of my playthrough of Vanilla Factorio. In this episode, we're pretty much picking up exactly where we left off in the previous episode, where we were working on mining out this entire ore mine, iron outpost actually. But in doing that, I was thinking, hey, you know what? We unlocked red belts not long ago, and instead of using these slow yellow belts, I'm thinking it's probably not a bad idea for us just to start upgrading some of this at least to red belts, seeing as we're making steel furnaces now. At least we would be if I wasn't silly, because I need an extra belt up here. Oh, what the? Okay, I didn't even have like any belts there. So we have one of these. We've got at least 50 of them, which will be enough for a single array to start with. So to even like make any of that, right, we probably actually want to start making, instead of multiple stacks of regular yellow belts, we probably want to just turn them into just a couple stacks. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll actually turn these into red belts, which really isn't too difficult, right? It's just an extra assembler and another one for iron gears, right, to make red belts. It's just transport belts, the previous level, and some iron gear wheels. So this is like, it's quite easy to make. We just extend that line down, and then we go inserter, and then inserter, and then some power there and there. And now we can make red belts. Now the only problem with that is we don't actually have anywhere to put the red belts, so let's make a chest for them. We'll just go there, grab one of those, and we'll say, yeah, you can make like 4 stacks of it. And realistically, I can just throw like my regular yellow belts into here instead. Now, I think we might actually want an extra gear manufacturer for this one. It's probably like not a huge deal because it's going to work like in the background, but do I do that? Let's do that. Let's get rid of that instead. And we'll place one. Actually, we'll just keep that one there. No, this one does need to move. It needs to go there. Let's go there and there. And then we'll put another one there. And then I'll just grab out some of these belts. Right, and we'll just extend this down for the time being. Bang, bang. You need to make gears, which are there. Bang. And then, cool. So technically not even fast enough, but it's faster than what it was. Actually, what we can do is we can improve this. We just go bang there like that. And that'll make them somewhat faster just by using these level 2 assembly machines. But either way, we need to wait for that to build up because we will eventually switch to those. But I will take whatever transport belts I do have, jump back in the car and head down to our mining array. So between episodes, I took the liberty. I added actually a blueprint book, right, for belt balances. These ones are blue ones, which is kind of annoying, which means we have to like hit them with the upgrade planner to change them down to the level that we're using, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But that's purely because I wanted to make this thing right here, right? This is called a belt balancer. This will essentially take a number of inputs, right? In this case, it's 7, and perfectly balance them so that each of these output belts have the exact same amount of, I guess, items on the output side, right? So we need to do a couple of things here. We're just going to build this out, and we can kind of talk about how this works once these craft up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish up connecting all of these belts. As you can see, I placed ghosts so I knew what I was doing, so I could just come down and place them pretty quickly. Really not that difficult though, at least at this stage. Belt balancers are really interesting though, and like really handy to know how they work, but realistically, like you end up using them so much, and trying to like design your own isn't what I find fun. Like, at least not just belt balancers themselves. They're just kind of like a boring thing to try to figure out. It's just a whole lot of maths, right? Guys, oh, I ran out of belts again. Let's just craft up a bunch, I guess. Because if you know how the splitters work, figuring out this maths is really not an impossible feat by any means. Well, I don't have enough stuff for this and more green circuits. But we can talk about that at least. So each splitter, when it doesn't have any settings put into it, like filters or like input or output priority, will evenly split whatever comes into it onto the input side, 50-50, right, between the two outputs. Which, as you can see, like, we'd probably need some example. Do I have splitters being made anywhere? Apparently not. But I have a full chest of them. Of green circuits. And I can yoink red belts at least. And what I'll do is I'll just put these down here on my hotbar. So I can build with them as well. So let's head back down and we'll look at a... Oh no, we can look at this one here. Alright, for each one of this steel that comes in, right, as it comes in, it will evenly split, it'll go one to the bottom, one to the top, one to the bottom, one to the top, right? 50-50 is essentially how that works. So by doing that maths, you can split and resplit belts over again to get the exact desired output, I guess. So you have these 7 inputs, right, which, mind you, is a lot. Going into 3 belts, right? Which means you have to go down and then you have to figure out like a whole heap of maths, right? So like if you like follow any singular belt. Wow, okay. So yeah, like if you even follow just this belt, right, which is like 100% going in, it's getting split 50-50 between this this side going into this other splitter and 50 going into this dead side, which then is going 50-50 into this, which half is getting sent out into this splitter, which is getting split into half again. But the other half of that previous line is going back up and then being resplit back into itself. Like, it makes my head just thinking about it. Not something that I am particularly good at, so I let other people figure them out, right? I did not figure out this design. I am not that intelligent. I'm not a stupid person by any means, but I am not willing or able to sit here and figure out exactly how much or how many splitters and how many times something needs to be re-fed through itself to actually give you the desired output. So like I said, I'll let other people deal with it quite happily. But what I need to do now is get power over here. Now that I can figure out. That is something I am capable of doing. So let's place down some power poles because we're going to need some of them here. And then we can connect this up, I guess. Let's make... Do I have the stuff to make it? I do not. Making some of these big electric poles is probably not going to be a bad idea. So let's run back up and grab some resources that we are going to need. I think I'm missing copper at this point. Let's grab up a bunch of copper. And a bunch of steel. And then let's hook up this belt so that this one is actually getting fed. So we're going to be making steel furnaces. Cool, that's that. We've got steel and stuff. Alright, let's make up a bunch of these big electric poles. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so we're going to make the big electric poles because these things here work great when you're going long distances and you need to transfer power across said distances. As you can see, the extending range is 30 tiles, as you can probably read by over here, right? The wire reaches 30. It supplies a 4x4, so it doesn't supply a massive area with power, but it makes for going long distances much, much easier. We're just going to kind of bring this down and connect it somewhere like that to some of our miners. And then we'll just run along. And connect up where we need to. Bang. There. There. That probably needs it. Probably need another one there. Or one more there. And every single one of these, oh, nearly is powered. Bang. Well, why are you missing some? Oh, because I didn't go in here. 1, 2, and that one can go there. Nice. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Last one. Bang. Alright. And now each of these miners is getting powered. As you can see, these are all going into these lines quite nicely. And it should be, hopefully, getting split evenly between all of these belts. Which is pretty much exactly how we want this to work. So now we have 3 lines. Technically 3 lines of full yellow belts. Is that going to be enough? Probably not, but that's fine. So now we can essentially, with each of these 3 lines, these can each go to separate iron arrays. So did I? Now let's go up to the top. We need to go back to the base. And I'm going to copy our iron array because we need to paste that in down here as well. Because we want to probably make a new main bus. I'm probably just going to start it here and build out this way with it, I think. Because we have copper over here, it'll be easier to do it that way. Okay, so we got inserter capacity. What do we want to work on next? Let's work on mining productivity since we can. And that'll actually make our miners work slightly better. And it throws out all the ratios that we were working with, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. What did I come up here to grab? I came up here to get something. I lost my train of thought. I got, like, literally in, like, the 2 minutes it takes me to walk up here, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, I was going to copy paste this. Right. So let's grab our copy tool, which is just Control-C, same as it would be on your computer, just to do whatever. Click and drag it over the area that we want to collect. Which will be pretty much most of this, including the inputs of everything. And there. And that's now our copied design, right? You can actually place that in your inventory as a blueprint. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. Actually, down here, with these triple dots, you can add in different options for like these buttons down here. One of the buttons is the blueprint book. So I can actually make my own blueprint book and keep that as an item. Then what I can do is I can place that inside my blueprints folder, right click it. We should be able to set a name for it if we click on this edit. And I'm just going to call this, I'll just call it YouTube Vanilla. Just so that I know what the blueprints inside of this are. And then I'm going to copy my iron insert array, I guess, to be the same as that, essentially. Or what is happening up here. So now anytime I want to place this down, I can just go into this blueprint book and kind of make what I need to. I think we ran out of ammo up here. Oh, we didn't actually. What did they destroy? They destroyed 2 of my walls. That's fine. We have enough ammo and stuff in here. Let's just make sure all these guys are fed. And then you're full as well. Cool. Our defenses are kind of working. I like it. I wonder where those biters are coming from. They're probably going to be up here in this area. Our pollution is only going to get worse the more stuff we do. So let's not worry too much about it. Something here is broken. You two are facing the wrong way. No. How did you get iron in you? There we go. I need to clear these guys. 2 of my inserters were faced the wrong way, so it wasn't working. But I fixed that. That's okay. Cool. Let's use the car to get around now, since that's going to be actually faster. And I can just follow the power lines, and that'll take me to pretty much where I need to get. Cool. Even though it doesn't really seem that far. Now that I've got that, I can actually get rid of that blueprint book and stuff out of my inventory. Because, what's the word? Because it's installed in here. Cool. So now what I can do is I can actually grab this blueprint and I can place it down here. Now, Factorio actually gives you some cool shortcuts, I guess, so that you can manipulate your blueprints and rotate them the way that you need to. So obviously, pressing R will rotate the entire thing. And then on top of that as well, you can press F and G to flip and I guess, well, I guess it's flip vertical and then flip horizontal, right? With F and G. So you can do multiple ways of orientating and like making sure that your blueprints are placed the way that you want it. So this will work quite nicely. Just for like placement's sake, so I can see what I'm doing, I'm probably just going to bring these up a little bit more, just kind of further away from where my stuff is. And if you look here, there's a dead tree in the way, so it's not actually, if I've hit left click, it's not going to let me place it. But what you can do instead is you hit shift and that'll place a ghost of it. It's going to try to place the entire thing. I don't know why you need to do this, but it'll do the job. So hit shift left click, bang, that places a ghost. This is going to be useless because the way that our coal is going to come in is going to be slightly different. And seeing as over here, there was a dead tree trunk that overlaps it. It marks it with an X. So if you have robots and stuff, it'll actually break it. But since we don't, we're going to do it by hand. Cool. So now we've got that. What we can then do is I can copy the ghost, I'm pretty sure. Bang. And I can place down, let's say, another 2. We'll go 2, there, 3. That's 4 of them. This isn't to say that we're going to build all 4 straight away. I'm probably only going to have 2 of these. As well as the one that we have at the top. But for now, we're probably only going to build 1. We're going to go grab the rest of the red belts that have been crafting up over this time. So that we can do this with red belts. Because that'll actually give us extra, I guess, throughput as a way to feed our furnaces. So we can grab up here, or let's not park on top of a belt where that's going to end up somewhere random. Mining productivity finished, so let's grab the fluid wagon just in case I want to do oil on trains. That's that. So let's grab our red belts. Hopefully we should have a plenty of those now. And we do. Nice. Cool, that's that. I'm probably going to want to make some red splitters and stuff as well while we're here, while we're just crafting stuff up. Let's grab out some more iron plates for handcrafting just in case. And that should be good for now. Let's jump in the car, head back down. Blueprints are a great way as well, just to like mind map out how you want to have things built in the end. But with this one, I'm actually not going to use the regular stone furnaces. I'm going to switch to steel furnaces because these ones, if we look at the tooltip, right, it says crafting speed 2 and crafting speed 1 for the regular stone furnace. These are going to be twice as fast, which means technically we don't need to build out the entirety of this since our yellow belts won't have the throughput to be able to fill up this entire array. But I'm building this knowing that once I switch to red belts pretty much everywhere, we will have the capability of doing so. Now, I don't actually have enough to fill up these entire 2 arrays. So what I'm going to do is just kind of place down what I can. Oh no, I do have enough. Nice, that works. We've got that. We've got enough inserters. Now, I don't remember. These are 1-to-1. I don't remember if yellow inserters are actually fast enough to feed this array. So we're going to start off with yellow, and then if it's not fast enough, what I'll do is we can upgrade it later. But for the time being, we'll just build out the rest of this, place in our belts. Bang. And what I can realistically do now is just copy this once it's built, and then paste it along on top of the other blueprints and just kind of override it with this updated version of our design. But we're missing an inserter there apparently. And some inserters were facing the wrong way, I just noticed on this blueprint. But yeah, so this is just like hand building still. This is why I want to get bots, right? The idea once we get bots is we'll be able to like place down and then like not have to worry about this, and then just you let robots do all of this building for us. And I've run out of inserters. Let's just do the next research while we're waiting. That's that. I need to go grab some more inserters. And more power poles. I do not have enough things. What am I missing for you? I'm missing steel. So let's call this array is going to be... I think I'll dedicate 2 of my lines here actually to iron, and then I'll make another steel array. Actually, no, I'm going to convert this entire one up here to steel is what I'll do. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do instead. So instead of having like iron and steel being made up here, I'm just gonna like I think just pipe over the iron that I'm making at the other array into this little setup just so that it keeps running. But this entire thing will be transferred into making steel in the near future. Let's get rid of this miner because that's not doing anything. Cool. Now that we have that, I need to grab up some more inserters, which are down here. Just hit Control click on the thingy and that'll give me all of them. And we can drive back down. I think that's pretty much... Oh no, I don't need... I'm gonna need a ton more steel to make these things. And we really aren't producing enough steel. And there. We should also auto-craft this stuff at some point. But that's for future Gojira to deal with. Right now I can't be bothered. I just want to get these arrays up and running as fast as possible and get some more iron going because we are kind of starving for it. Alright, cool. Let's move that to there instead. Let's place red in splitters there. I've only got 4 of them, so this will be enough for the 2 that I want to build. I probably don't have enough belts, to be honest with you, but that's fine. And let's just finish placing inserters here. And that's all my inserters, and then I'm just going to run around with these bad boys. Why is it giving me error messages? There. Cool. That's all that. I'm just going to use a deconstruction planner. Oh, do I want to do... No, I guess not. All these ghosts are going to be annoying though. I'll probably just clear these out later. I'm just going to deconstruction plan these ones though. Just to get rid of it. Because it's an outdated design and we're probably just going to copy over this design once we have it. I'm pretty sure there's probably a way that I can do this, isn't there? An option? Tiles. These whitelist, blacklist, trees, rocks only. I wonder if there's a way that I can set it to just ghost. Aha! Entity ghost. Item on ground, item request, tile ghost. I'm going to set this deconstruction planner set to tile ghost and entity ghost. So now, anytime I have ghosts like this, so like I have this entire thing, I can just go bang, and it gets rid of all the ghosts rather than setting everything for deconstruction. Nice. That works beautifully. And then that can just kind of live there on the hotbar, I guess. Nice, nice. Let's yoink some power with these bad boys. We'll place that nearest we can, so that'll be like there, I guess. Everything should be powered. Now it's just missing coal, which will run along the inside. And the way that we're going to do this is I need another red splitter, since we're already using reds. Bang. It's going to run like that. This one's going to go in. And then, do I have red undergrounds on me? No. Let's just use regular undergrounds, I guess. Bang. To there, and then there's going to be another one there. No, it's going to go back one, actually. There. So then the next splitter, I'll just place a ghost of it. We'll go there. And then this will have That goes there. Nice. And now this is like completely repeatable. It's like I can just like copy and paste this entire thing and just go plop, plop, plop. We need to get coal over here though. So I need to go make some things. This whole running back and forth is not fun. So let's, while we're doing that then, let's just yoink this line. Let's just turn it this way and run it over. Bang. Now this is going to be technically it's a full yellow belt, not a full red belt worth of ores, but that'll go there and get split among all of these. And our inserters will place them inside the furnaces. Now we just need to get coal over, so let's go grab some more iron so that I can make what's the word? Splitters, that's the one. Jeez, my brain is not functioning right now. Sure, does 5 of them sound like a good time? Let's grab that, and I'll probably need to grab up whatever belts we've made in the meantime as well. Walls are being destroyed. Oh, they got rid of my damn turret. They actually got to the turret. Okay, let's go deal with that. The rest of the turret should have dealt with it. Do I have walls on me? I do. Can I make extra turrets? I can. Let's grab some more ammo while we're here. And go reinforce our defenses up there. Because they're being annoyed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Does 5 stacks of ammo sound like a good time? Let's grab these 2 extra miners. And we'll just walk up there, I guess. We've got nothing better to do with our time, apparently. Let's research some solar power. Jeez. Yeah, okay, they sent over a pretty massive swarm at us. Well, at least they're doing their job. Let's block this off quite significantly. And then we'll place in 1, 2, 3 of these turrets. Bang. And now they're full of ammo. Sounds like a good time to me. Let's reinforce that wall. 1 more as well. Cool. From here, I think we'll quickly run down. Probably route in some coal since we have made the splitters that we need. I'm just going to go a splitter off of it down here somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. Let's just go right off of this. There. And we'll bring you down to like... That's probably too far. I can't tell where it needs to come down to. It's probably actually like midway. Let's go like here instead. Bang. And then what we can do as well, if we want to go fast, is just run along it. I need to move that, apparently. That's annoying. Oh, we're slightly too low with it. Oh well. Bang. I don't have fast underground belts, so what I'm just going to do is use regular underground belts there for the time being. And then coal is going to start working its way over. Pretty quickly, actually. These red belts are quite nice. I'm just going to break these down, because these don't need to be here. And the beauty of this as well is we can actually use the belts to get from one place to the other a little bit faster. And now some of these furnaces are working, not all of them will be because we're not feeding them ore or coal fast enough, but it'll do the job for the time being. But now we got 1 belt full of iron. Let's bring that up. I'm going to turn you there. And then we'll eventually have 4 lines of iron on this main bus so that we know what we're doing. And so that for planning and stuff. Cool, we'll probably have a space. It's actually a space of 2, and then we'll have some more belts up here as well. But that is probably a good place to leave it for this episode. We got some pretty cool work done at least, so we got some of this going. Next episode we'll probably work on getting this next array finished. I think these yellow inserters are more than fast enough now. Yeah, okay, yellow inserters are fine. Cool, I don't need to upgrade these to fast inserters. Beautiful, that's what we want to hear. So we'll leave this. Coal and stuff we need to deal with. There's going to be a lot of things that we need to mess with in the coming episodes. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. Anyone who is still watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.